Hi, hello, welcome to another video. Today I have a Sephora haul for us. A new brand to Sephora I was really interested in trying out, so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, going to take some FRECK Rich Bitch Primer. I am absolutely in love with this stuff. I have used it every time I do my makeup. Point blank period. The end. It is so moisturizing and everything sits so well on top of it. And I think it's like actually improved my skin a little bit, which is crazy. So I definitely want to pick up their moisturizer now and like basically everything skincare from them. Amazing. The new brand at Sephora that I really was interested in, mainly because of the high SPF, is called Ciele. This is their Tint and Perfect SPF 50 tinted serum. I picked up the shade 01 Ivory. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Shake well, apply liberally and evenly before sun exposure, and it has 12% zinc oxide. This is a mineral SPF that's supposed to be non-comedogenic, so should not clog the pores. It has a little squeezy applicator. First time even opening the product, so I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. Because of the dropper formula, you can imagine that it is very thin and runny. So I'm going to grab a dense foundation brush. This is the one from Rare Beauty. And this color does have a little bit of yellow in it, which kind of makes me nervous. Feels very serum-like, as it should, because that's what it's called. And it looks like this color is evening out pretty well. This is giving me Ilia Skin Tint vibes. It feels very similar to that. This is looking beautiful. It's giving me not quite as dewy, but the same finish as my beloved Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint, but this has SPF 50 in it where the Skin Tint doesn't. Now, you might be wondering, can this be the only sunscreen that I wear? Nay, nay. You should definitely wear a sunscreen underneath. Your last step in your skincare routine before you put on your primer. This is not going to be your all-day SPF. So that wasn't even a whole dropper's worth, and it is spreading beautifully. The crazy part to me is that it's not leaving any brush marks. It's not sitting weird in my nose crack, which is like one of my telltales, as well as in between my brows, because I tend to have more texture there. So let's get in a little closer. It looks like I have nothing on my skin. It definitely knocked back redness and some pigmentation, y'all, because upon first impressions and initial application, it looks amazing, okay? I'm thoroughly impressed. This Rich Bitch Primer does leave kind of a glowy finish, but I can imagine that this is going to mimic whatever you put underneath it. The Haus TRICLONE Concealer. The Haus foundation is one of my favorite foundations for when I want long wear, for when I want medium to full coverage, and it just looks so nice on my skin, and I was very hesitant because everybody loved it, but it is definitely, when I want more coverage, it's definitely up there as far as foundations for me, so I'm very excited about this concealer. I believe I got the lightest shade 01 Fair Neutral, and it's looking very, very fair. I didn't wet a sponge, so we're going to test it with a brush today. This is a thick, cream-like texture. It has 20 plus skincare ingredients. Brightness, covers, supposed to be a weightless serum-like texture. No, it's thick like a cream. I'm going to take a BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506 brush. Oh, I already like it. See how easily that spread out and blended into the skin? I do go over my eyelids a little bit because I have so much discoloration, but if yours are oily, of course you can avoid that. And it has this is fair neutral, but it does have a touch of yellow in it, which is okay for me because I have a lot of blue and purple discoloration under my eyes. Expected it to be harder to blend out because of how like creamy it is. But color me surprised. Gaga did it again, y'all. It looks so nice, especially with this skin tint. Let me bring you in once more. You can see, boom, forehead smooth. It's not already cakey in my nose crease. Chin, smooth. I'm impressed. I really am, and I have no doubt that this is going to last all day long because the foundation does on my skin. So we're 2 for 2 so far with the new things I got from Sephora. Win-win. The brand Ciele also has a powder. Amazing. Has SPF 30. It's a blurring broad spectrum mineral loose powder. Supposed to smooth and set makeup for a natural finish. The packaging is plastic, but it feels very fancy. Huh. It comes with a very nice looking poof. It's very soft, and I love this green motif they have going on. And it does have a net. So I believe I'm going to take the little poofy guy, set under my eyes. We'll see if it darkens. And it does look like it is. So that tells me this is going to have to be a face powder for me. I'm going to try it now with a very fluffy brush, so it's not as concentrated. That works much better in terms of like it darkening. I believe this comes in 3 shades, and of course I got the light shade. You can definitely tell that it's blurring. So other than the color being a little too deep for me, it is looking really nice. So just really work it into this big brush and tap over the entirety of the complexion. I definitely love having that extra layer of SPF. So let's do another zoom. See? I'm mattified, but I don't look cakey at all. And so far, my skin doesn't feel like the life is being sucked out of it. Ciele does not have a bronzer yet. I'm sure they will come out with one soon with SPF. So for now, I am taking my Jones Road bronzer in the shade Dusty Rose. And this bronzer really allows me to sculpt. Very pretty and unexpected shade. But if you have fair skin, you might really enjoy it. Okay, next for blush, I'm taking the Ciele Liquid Blush. This has SPF 50. Okay, game changer. If it's as good as the skin tint, it's going to be amazing. We shall find out. I got the shade Giselle. Packaging is plastic. You know, I feel like we could do better. Love that it has SPF in it, so you could definitely touch up throughout the day. Add some more in there. Plus, even if you don't touch up through the day, it never hurts to have it on deck. And Giselle is just a bright pink. And I'm going to blend it out with a BK Beauty 112 brush. And mind you, I'm going over the powder from the same brand and the Jones Road bronzer. I mean, that just blended out super easily. It's very sheer. It's a thin blush formula, so it's not like the Rare Beauty ones that are really creamy. It brings up the conversation like, is this enough to actually protect your skin? Does it matter that it has SPF in it? And my point of view is, no, it's not enough to protect your skin. You should not be counting on these products alone for your sun protection. But I appreciate that it's also in these color cosmetics, because more is more, right? Like, it's not... Unless you're allergic to one of these ingredients, it's not going to hurt to have more SPF. I think this is really pretty. It's definitely translucent. There's a sheerness to it. You can see all my freckles through. I don't feel like it took off the foundation in any kind of way. And to me, this is what I look for when I'm traveling, and I just need to throw on something that's going to be easy and effortless. And this is this. I am impressed with the 3 things from this Ciele brand. To do the rest of my makeup with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. I've already stuck my little grubby hands and brushes into this. This is a unique palette to the market. This will be $65 on DanessaMyricks.com and Sephora. This can be used all over the face. I've even used one of these colors as lip liner, so let me show you. This was sent to me by the brand because I'm a Danessa Myricks angel. I'm going to go into the shade Sculpted. And I'm taking a KJH in Spectrum Collections number 11 brush. chocolatey brown. I'm going to place that all over my lid. You can use these as an eyeshadow base. You can use it as contour, bronzer. Like, probably going to do a reel, if I haven't already, of full face one palette kind of deal. That velvet pomade just blends out with ease. These are all mattes. And if this palette does not work for you, like if you're a working makeup artist and you need more room, this little divot right here allows you to easily pop them out, and they are magnetic. And that's just a really easy wash of color. You could totally leave it there. I'm going to take a BK 212 brush and go into the powder version of Sandstone to run that underneath my brow, just for some extra blurry, buffed out goodness. See? So diffused. Now I'm going to go into Tourmaline. I'm going to take the Velvet Pomade first, a BK 209 brush, and I'm going to place that right along the lash line. This is a beautiful black. You can build it up or sheer it out. Alright, and that is probably the easiest way to make a smoky wing. I'm going to take some Redhead Revolution Brow Love Gel in the shade Cinnamon. It's going to be good to add some warmth back because it's a very cool toned color that I dyed them. Alright, going to curl the lashes and add some mascara. You take a little put break and we'll be right back. Good girl, other ball. Good girl. For lips, I'm going to go back into Groundwork. I'm going to take the shade Harvest, the Velvet Pomade. This is also the shade that I use when I do my brows with Groundwork. Also going to use the KOSAS little wet stick in the shade Tropical Bliss. And mixed with Harvest, it's like the perfect little pinky brown. A Beauty in White Pearl. Beautiful glossy highlight. I love it so much. And again, everything is going on super easily on top of that skin tint and blush, and nothing has really faded since I've been sitting here, which is an A+. A lot of times I have to go back into blush. So I am going to wipe the mascara off my eyelids, don't you worry. But I hope you liked this video, and let me know if you want to see more first impressions. I usually do them over on my Instagram, but I can bring them to YouTube as well. Let me know what new products at Sephora or Ulta have just really caught your eye and you're interested in. I would love to talk to you about them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other socials. Everywhere it's Holly Beth Makeup. And as always, be blessed and be kind, and we'll see each other again very, very soon. Bye!